What's up guys, it's Punchy, and today we got a pretty fire Deepwoken patch that I want to explore and talk about for the week because this time we finally got some insanely requested features, and seriously, I'm excited to talk about this. First off, I want to speak about some huge buffs to most of the activatable talent tools in Deepwoken. Before this update, by using a tool such as Flame Within, this would deselect your current weapon or whatever you had out, making it such a pain to use in combat. The main problem with this type of system was just how janky it was to click off your weapon, use the tool and switch back, and it honestly sucked. After this update, activating tool talents have auto activation, allowing you to use them without even having to sheath your weapon, so it's very similar to a mantra usage, and this is a massive buff to these talents in combat interaction. There are two specific tool talents that receive giant reworks that are awesome, so let's touch on that. Right off the bat, the Fade Trimmer Hair Products talent has been split into hair products and hairspray. The separate hair product tool will let you pick your spray's function, and the hairspray actually applies the status effect now. This should prevent annoying bugs or accidental misclicks with your hairspray attacks, and alongside the auto activation tool update, Fade Trimmer has received massive buffs and might be actually fun to use. Another weak tool that was blessed this update was Flame Within. So now, Flame Within lights the user on fire and does not extinguish when the user rolls, and will last until you want it to end and press the button again. So, why would you want to be on fire? Well, the Immolator talent tree grants combat buffs while on fire, and if you do this, Flame Within could be finally viable. Battle Royale, the game mode you've all been waiting for, returns once again for the weekend, and all the basic solo game modes will be available, but for now, with the Chime of Conflict, you'll be able to play duos game modes, so find some friends and try it out. Also, today we finally received a new monster mantra to mess around with, and this one is pretty special from Squibbo. Abyssal Ridge, that's the name, is obtained from a new Squibbo drop called the Nodlodont Beak. This is a tracking mantra that seeks out enemies and forces them to react. It's almost like a projectile version of Beast Burrow, being very easy to dodge and block, but almost impossible to parry, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. Mantras of a specific element will now indicate their element with a colored gem-like circle, and Attunementless, of course, does not have anything. Also, skills that are usable will now be depicted with a gold border instead of a silver border that everything else has, and this is very nice. Alongside these reworks and content changes, we also have some decent balance changes that I think are pretty notable, and I'll talk about some big ones from this week's patch. First off, charisma training has been made a little bit more easier, so instead of dealing with the typing minigame, which is cool, it's now been contained to a chat box, and you're still typing and doing the same work, but this was put in place due to moderation concerns with Roblox, because a long time ago I actually got banned for spamming apparently, and now this is no longer an issue. Very weird chilling changes happens, and here's what I think. So the damage scaling of chilling procs was dealing 2 times damage, and this was not intended, so this means in PvE, chilling was doing unintendedly high damage, and it's unfortunately been nerfed against monsters, so yeah, that kinda sucks. Besides this, the chill duration and base damage of chilling has increased in order to balance out this change, so it's still pretty good. Another enchant also got a bonus, although it's still pretty mid, so the wild enchant, crazy right, got an AoE bonus of the wild proc, and this does more damage now. When you hit something, your AoE damage will deal 50% of your initial attack instead of 35% that it used to have, and I guess the range has also increased, so this is now fun, and we'll see how this goes. Since we're on the topic of enchants and PvE, you might want to check this out. The Resonant Dawn or Meteor effect, which is a rare spawning event, drops bell-granting meteors guarded by a special stone giant, and on kill, these monsters will provide an Astral enchant stone, providing the Astral enchant. This enchant supposedly does more damage in PvE, and this might take the spot of chilling, which used to be the best. The final piece of, I guess, balancing content, whatever, but boats have the option for full combat. By steering your boat, all you gotta do is click, and yeah, this is cool. So clicking where you want to shoot a cannon, the closest cannon on your boat will now hit nearby players, and this is very fun. And that's it for this week's update. Of course, that was not everything, but we're eating pretty well right now, and I talked about some of the big stuff. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. On Saturday, I'm dropping a new character build, so keep an eye out for that. Have a good one. It's punchin' time.